Okay, we're just going to look at saving and exporting now. So here's a slightly edited version of the previous picture. So over here we can see we've got three layers. We've got a background layer with nothing on it. We've got a layer called machine with just an image of the machine on it. And then we've got this layer with a Pac-Man on up at the top. And I'm going to go up to File and I'm going to Save As. Let's have a look at the saving options in here. So we can give it a name, so let's call it Test 002, and we'll save it as a Photoshop document. And having these things switched on, this will make it a copy. I'm not bothered about that because I've just changed the name of it to 2. So I'm naming my file so that I can keep track of things. But this is keeping the layers that are here in it. Okay, and then we've got this color profile embedded within it. So we'll press save, and this is just to maximize compatibility with other versions of Photoshop, etc. Press OK. There we go. So that's saved that just as a Photoshop document. So that should be you should be able to open that in other versions of Photoshop. Okay, so now let's go File and Save As and have a look at the other options that we have here. There's all sorts of different things here. Most of them we won't be using. JPEG is useful, so we'll just go and save it as a JPEG. Okay, this isn't going to have any layers. Okay, it's going to flatten the image, so it's uneditable. We won't be able to move single layers around and do things with individual elements of this picture. Okay, so if I press save now, the only other thing that we get is this JPEG options box where we can play about with the quality. Okay, and we can see the different, it's going to give us a bit of a preview of the image over here, and we can see the file size that it's going to save it at. So if you're concerned about making a small image that you can email to someone, you can have a look at those settings in here. You can also go in here and you can just choose whichever one you want. If we put it on maximum, you can see that it's quite big. Okay, I'll press OK, and then that's saved that. Let's just have a look at the tiff option as well, because that is an uncompressed file format and it does keep your layers. So it means that it's quite useful if you have an older version of Photoshop. It's not got the same compatibility with the newer versions of Photoshop. You might be able to open at least your layered document inside a different version of the software. Okay, so we'll save that as Test 002 tiff. Yep, it's set to layers here. We'll press save, no compression, and we'll leave all of these things as they are. We'll press OK. Including layers will increase file size. Yep, that's fine. Okay, there we go. So that's saved those different files out. So I'll just close that one. We'll go File and Open. And we can see these different images that we've just saved. So we've got test 1 as test 2 PSD, a JPEG, and a TIFF. So if we just open all of those, there we go. So this is the TIFF version. Okay, and you can see down here that it's got the layers. This is the Photoshop version. Obviously this has got the layers. This is the JPEG version, and there's no layers. Right, we will just go back to the Photoshop version here and we'll go to have a look at saving it as a PDF. Okay, so we'll choose Format PDF, Save. Okay, So in here now we have all sorts of options for exporting this image as a PDF. High quality print, I'm not sure what these are, down to a small file. Okay, so let's leave that at high quality print, and here we can have a look. Oh, sorry, let's just have a look at this. This is the version of Adobe Acrobat that it'll kind of go back compatibly with. That's a more up-to-date version, that's an older version, so that's assuming that people have got not updated their Acrobat reader to read this PDF file, so that's fine. Okay, we'll go and have a look in compression in here. So we want this as a high quality image, so we'll leave all of these settings as they are. If that was smaller, then you can see that it's changing the image quality here. Okay, we'll put that back to high. Don't think we need to worry about anything in there or here. Go back to general. Okay, and we'll press save as PDF. Okay, so this is doing a similar thing to the tiff export, where it's allowing us to perhaps work on this image, and it's keeping its layers in Photoshop. Okay. So that's just saving. Okay, let's just go and have a look at that file. Just do PDF. You can see how big this is now. That's 30 megabytes, whereas the original one, that was 38. So it's compressed it a little bit. Let's open that. And there we go, it's open already, and you can see we've got the layers. There we go.